Blessed love and blessings way up to my Fire fam, Coach Fiyah, back with another video outside the boxing gym, just about to go upstairs. But I figure I come talk to you guys and give you guys my thoughts on the potential matchup between Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, right? We're in the boxing gym all day, so obviously, besides working and trying to develop and trying to be better boxers, what else do we do? We talk boxing all day, right? So one of the fights that I always get asked about, always gets questions about is, Coach, what do you think about Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, right? So in this video, I'm gonna be giving you guys my thoughts and my opinions on a potential matchup between Shakur and Gervonta Davis. Now I know in the past few weeks there's been talks about a fight scheduled. It's cap, it's fake news. There is no upcoming bout right now that is scheduled for Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. So let's just get that out the way right now. Smash on the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. I'm dropping a boxing tutorial video today on the channel. Don't go straight backwards with your chin up in the air. And more boxing tutorial shorts coming. But right now, we talking boxing talk, right? Excuse me. So, right, a lot of times they ask me, Coach, what you think about Gervonta Davis versus Shakur? Right? So my thoughts and opinion on that fight, make sure y'all smash the like button, is, and it's probably gonna be one that y'all not really ready for, right? Will Gervonta Davis knock out Shakur Stevenson? Will Shakur Stevenson outbox Gervonta Tank Davis? Obviously, right? On paper, given with what Gervonta has been able to do, you know what I'm saying? One punch knockout artist. You know what I'm saying? Very smart, high boxing IQ, decent defense, sets traps, good counter puncher. He can get on the back foot. He can come on the front foot. He can walk down his opponent. We've seen Shakur Stevenson, good boxer, very great at controlling the distance, counter punching. He can mount his own offense. Likewise, Tank can mount his own offense. They're both counter punchers, right? We've also seen that Shakur, against a guy who can punch, he's not as willing to mount his own offense, right? He wants to wait and counter. But we've seen with Tank, with guys that can punch, Tank would mount his own offense, and he'll wait to counter, but he'll also mount his own offense as well, right? So given what's on paper with these two guys, and given what we've seen with our own eyes with these two guys, me, right? I'm saying, I always tell people, well, Tank and Shakur, yeah, on paper it sounds good. Maybe by the eye it looks good too. Tank's a superstar. Shakur's a rising superstar. It looks good, right? Shout out to Gladiator Boxing. That's my guy. I've been leaving a lot of comments on the channel. Shout out to you, right? But what I see, I say, yo, you know what? Tank against Shakur, it might be kind of a boring fight. You know what I'm saying? It might not be what everybody is expecting and what everybody is thinking, right? Tank versus Shakur, it might be a boring fight until later on, right? Tank is typically a a slow starter. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, he's not he's not just jump on the front foot and just get it jiggy, right? You know what I'm saying? They're both very patient. They both Shakur is defensively sound, and Tank does his best trying to be defensively sound, given that he is kind of a pressure fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's like a pressure counter puncher, right? But they've both shown that they have great patience, right? So, in my opinion, Tank versus Shakur, it might not be what we want it to be in terms of an exciting fight, right? It might end up being like Terrence Crawford and Madrimov. It might end up being a more slower paced technical fight where the fans end up saying, "Oh well, this guy is not that good. Oh well, this guy is not that good because he didn't do this and because he didn't do that." You know how the fans you know how the fans like to do when two of the best fighters fight each other and then one doesn't perform up to the standards. Like, you know how fans like to get, oh well, he wasn't that good in the first place. No, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? Because they are both that good. Speaking Tank Davis and Shakur, y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. Because they are both that good, and they are both, I mean, Shakur is defensively sound, and like I said, Tank even though he is an offensive fighter and he throws power punches and he likes to get you out of there, he still tries to be defensively sound, giving that he is trying to mount an offense, right? So this fight may not really be all that. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, with what I've seen the two been able to do, right? Like I said, both of them being counter punches, Tank being the more willing fighter to try to mount his own offense against an offensive threat, right? What I mean by that is against another fighter who's just as offensively powerful, whether it be a Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying? De Los Santos in Shakur Stevenson's case, right? Shakur was less willing, even though he did have a hurt hand. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna look past that. He had a hurt hand, right? So given that stuff, what I think will happen if they were to fight, and mind you, talking about right now, these guys might not fight for another few years. You know what I'm saying? By the time they do fight, Tank might be a little long in the tooth. You know what I'm saying? Or Tank might have had a loss or so, or maybe Shakur might have, lost, by the time they fight. But whatever have you, given what I see right now with the two fighters, I would say that I don't think that the fight goes to a stoppage, right? I don't think that Tank knocks out Shakur Stevenson because, like I said, they both start very slow. Shakur is very defensively sound, and I think before getting into a shootout with Tank Davis, Shakur would just play defense, would just get on his defense. You know what I'm saying? And at best avoid getting knocked out, right? So I don't think that this fight ends in a knockout. I think that this fight goes the distance, and it might be one of those situations where it's a draw. These guys might have to fight more than once. You know what I'm saying? Because every fight is gonna be a close fight, right? Shakur is great at controlling the distance, longer than Tank. Tank would have to do a little bit more to get inside, but then again, Tank can box. You know what I'm saying? Tank throws a jab. Tank has good footwork. Tank moves his head. So Tank don't really. Tank is showing in all of his fights, even against longer and taller opposition, that he can get inside. You know what I'm saying? That he can close the distance. So y'all smash on the like button. Tank can get inside. Tank can close the distance, right? So I see this fight going the distance, and I see it being a very close fight, whether it's a split that can go either way or a draw. And I think it's one of those cases where these guys truly have to fight more than one time to really see who's the best. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns, right? Sugar Ray stopped Tommy in the first late in the first fight, right? But Tommy did his thing. Tommy came back and gave Sugar Ray the business, you know what I'm saying, in the second fight, and gave him a hell of a fight in the third fight as well. All of those fights were just very, very, very close fights. Even the first fight where Sugar Ray got the stoppage, right? So with Tank Davis and Shakur, I see them having to fight more than once to really see who's better than the other, right? Because like I said, they fight is going to be a close fight. I don't see either one of them. I don't see Tank just blowing Shakur out the box, right? And I don't see Shakur being that willing to just mount his own offense against Tank, who is also a devastating counterpuncher and can punch, devastating counterpuncher, both hands, power in both hands, kind of like Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see Shakur, just going gong ho, trying to do his thing against Tank. I see the fight starting off slow, right? Both fighters are, a little, I mean, both fighters are very patient when they need to be. Yeah, both fighters are extremely patient when they need to be. Lele Pooh, I'm on live. Cause I'm on live. Come here. Now you don't look crazy. Come here. Let me show y'all. We got 1 million views. This is my Come on, I'm on live. Come in. It's Lily Pooh, right? Y'all check out the shorts with Lily Pooh. 1,000,000 views. I'm saying doing our angle work. Next female boxer up. Let's go, right? Lily, who wins, Shakur or Tank Davis? Tank. She say Tank. By knockout? She says Tank. You see what I'm saying? So, question that always gets asked in the boxing gym: who wins, Gervonta Davis or Shakur? Like I said, I don't see it just being, Tank fans gonna say, oh, Tank just gonna knock him out, because that's just like Bud was supposed to knock out Madrimov, right? But us, and I picked Bud to knock out Madrimov, but us being realists and understanding boxing, right? We know why Bud didn't get the knockout, because we're not just gonna blame it on Madrimov. Madrimov, fought a very safe fight, but Bud also fought very safe, because Bud wasn't in no rush to just run up on Madrimov. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I'm up in the gym. All right. Keep fighting your fight. Protect yourself at all times. Hands up, chin down. Keep punching. It's Coach Fiyah. Boxing Abundance, real life boxing. Let's go. Hit me in the comment section and let me know what you guys think. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. We out.